Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests, and today we're watching Parks and Recreation. Happy Monday everybody, I hope you guys are doing well today and are ready to get back into Parks and Recreation Season 4 with me today. I felt like the last episode had a distinct lack of closure when it came to Ben and Leslie's relationship, or I guess lack thereof. So I'm hoping maybe we veer back onto course with that storyline because it is one that I'm having a lot of fun seeing play out. But yeah, guys, I've been loving this show. I've just been having so much fun with it. As you guys know, if you've been keeping up with my reactions, like last season for me was some pretty peak TV. So this season has some big feet to fill. So this season has some very big shoes to fill, but I have no doubt that it can rise to the occasion and be a Bigfoot. I don't want to delay our getting into it, but of course, before we do, if you would like to watch ahead, we are 10 episodes ahead for the watch along on Patreon, as well as 4 episodes ahead for the watch along. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can find me at patreon.com/shadowcatreacts. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Welcome to Thoughts for Your Thoughts. I'm Derry Merbles, filling in for David Parker, who took off for 8 months to study the migration patterns of our nation's squirrels. We have not seen him since.
He sounds like he's having a great time.
I wrote a book. The first historical guide to Pawnee. I wrote it as a reference for myself, but then my campaign advisor said we should make it a big wide
Oh my god, little Sebastian.
Leslie, could one say that a book is nothing more than a painting of words, which are the notes on the tapestry of the greatest film ever sculpted?
One could say that.
But should one?
Yeah.
They are terrible.
Oh yes, they're quite awful. But they are lesbians, so...
Wow, that's quite a different radio program than the other one that they have in Pawnee. What was that one called? The one that just says like toilet humor. If those are the only 2 options in Pawnee, like I mean I imagine that they have more options, but between the two of those, which would I rather listen to? I am not sure.
Copies, but I wanted the first one that you owned to be delivered and signed by me.
God, this goes on.
Oh my gosh.
Person, and I got carried away.
Okay, mine just says, get well soon.
Aren't you sick?
No.
Something's off.
Leslie. Pawnee's most notorious businessman in the building. I brought some
Okay, when is this business going out of business? How many episodes do we give it? I'm giving it potentially 3 more episodes.
Joan Calamezzo started a book club 4 years ago, and now she is the literary tastemaker in the town. The Time Traveler's Optometrist by Pawnee's own Penelope Foster. A heartwarming story about a caveman eye doctor who travels to present-day Cincinnati and can see everything but love. Unreadable. Then...
I'd watch like a video essay about it.
But Joan got an anonymous tip that there's a factual inaccuracy in your book.
That's impossible. I checked every detail with the Historical Society.
Did she say what it was?
She won't tell me. I think she wants one of her big gotcha moments.
Jerry, I need you to hit the road and re-interview everyone who lives out of town.
On it, boss.
The rest of you, call me as soon as you find the mistake that does not exist.
If there's one thing Leslie's not, it's sloppy. She's also not brief.
Maybe it's not a mistake that she would register as a mistake.
Hey guys, ready to do some fact checking? Here we go, helping Leslie. Okey-doke.
Yeah, hi, Ben Wyatt. We've met.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was on your show.
Nope.
I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. Getting the book into Joan's book club.
Tom kills me.
One of the things I'm best at is riding coattails. Behind every successful man is me, smiling and taking partial credit. Am I gonna be happy?
We'll see, won't we?
How should I interpret that?
Wow, you guys are really cute together.
Ben, I'm cute together with everybody.
Let Tom know we haven't found anything.
Hey, I'm
What
thinking about
is
getting
this
a new
mistake
phone. Do you
gonna
guys like
be?
your phones?
I've never used a phone in my life.
Aw.
What about you, Ron? Do you like your phone? And I've known for a long time to talk to me for 5 minutes. Who am I kidding? 1 minute. 1 minute would be amazing.
So Leslie.
I feel like going from Chris to those two, it's just a very stark difference, you know? She seems to get along with the Chris variety very well. So, kind of makes sense that she's at odds with these two.
Where's it now?
Come on, stick it.
That is a
Sticker.
huge sticker.
That's so fast.
Put it on.
We were Leslie, born and raised Nope. We're not born in Pawnee.
Was she gonna be born in like what is that town called? Right next to Pawnee.
After the break, where is Leslie Nope actually born?
Pawnee.
We will pull out the world map and speculate.
Oh, God, not the gotcha dancers.
Are these girls just like always on call, just in case somebody needs to get called out? Because, you know, sounds like it could be a fun job.
All right, so we don't have to fact check anymore, but Leslie wants us to be on Ready Alert 1 just in case something comes up.
Now we can.
You know, I think I'm just gonna hang out here with you guys if that's cool.
It's not.
Aww.
Great.
I feel like Anne gets a lot of pushback, and I don't know if I feel like she necessarily deserves it. Chris, you know, I get it.
Sorry, Tom. I am first and foremost a journalist.
Let us take you to lunch, okay? We'll talk about the book.
Ben's face.
We're taking her to lunch now?
Ben, Leslie hired my company to get her that sticker. You're the one that told me businesses need clients to get money.
I was the first one to tell you that?
Yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn. Okay, that's enough. That's Tom. Are you trying to choke her?
I mean, how many of you were actually born in Pawnee? Fair enough.
Wow.
No matter what you heard.
Citizens of Pawnee are loyal to their soil.
You should go back where you came from.
I am back from where I
We've
came
seen that
from.
man before,
That
right?
sentence was confusing.
I feel like he's at all these meetings.
When I was 18, Val Kilmer saw me at a mall and told me I should model.
That never happened.
So, treating you, your husband still know he's the luckiest man in the world?
Santino and I are divorcing.
Oh.
I'm like a caged peacock yearning for the wind on her haunches.
Okay.
Powerful metaphor.
It is very powerful.
Book club sticker in order, and we can work on unlocking that peacock cage.
Don't make any promises you can't keep.
He looks terrified.
Adorable hunk of caramel to my right. Drink up, Tom. I'm gonna go powder my nose, amongst other things.
Yeah, I feel like Tom can only take the flirting to a certain amount, and then when it becomes kind of like a real proposition to him, he gets
She
kind of
gonna powder her
nervous.
vagina?
You gotta help me, man. She's not married anymore. She had like 5 bottles of alcohol. She's calling me caramel. He's got.
She's calling me caramel.
You know, nerd culture is mainstream now, so when you use the word nerd derogatorily, it means you're the one that's out of the zeitgeist.
Yes, that's perfect. Just like that. Be incredibly boring.
Ben.
Well, I've made a little progress. I'm up to 4 seconds with April. Hey, April.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Where'd you get it?
Prison.
How's your sister?
You know, I honestly feel like when you try too hard, people can pick up on it.
Alf.
Which is frustrating.
And 9 seconds
But-
with Ron.
I feel like you gotta pull back a little bit.
We did a flash poll. 68% of Pawneans now believe you're lying about where you were.
Oh my god, how?
Whatever, I can end this now. Here's my birth certificate.
Well, now,
This won't do it. See, you staked your reputation on this. So you need to go down to the county records office in Eagleton and get the original long form certificate.
God, don't make me go to Eagleton. Eagleton is the land of rich, snobby jerks.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna be born in Eagleton. My assumption is she was born in a hospital, and at some point they like redrew county lines or something like that, or city lines or whatever you would call it, and her hospital will now be considered in Eagleton. That's my guess. Chris, you're not helping.
I was wondering if you might make an exception for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
For you, it takes even longer. Sorry.
Wow.
Don't worry. I can do this.
Believe in me.
It's broken.
That went about as well as I expected it to. Oh, he's not done.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear it for the boys!
Wow, that was as...
Oh, she's done? Damn it. That's all I got to witness?
You like Star Trek? Talk about that for a little bit.
They're making a sequel.
I want to take you both home.
Oh.
Bend you over and
Oh.
at the same time.
But this just isn't worth it.
It's not about the business anymore, man. She's a disaster. We gotta make sure she gets home safe.
Oh my goodness. Someone loves himself.
2.
This is the move. I mean, I guess if it works, it works.
Say what you will about Joan, but she knows how to decorate a bedroom. Wow.
God.
Okay.
Where the hell am I?
Joan, we left you some water in the room by the bed. Bye!
Got it!
Ooh, that was smooth.
Born January 18th to Robert and Marlene Nope in Eagleton, Indiana.
See? Ah! I knew it.
I'm from Eagleton.
Yes, it's true.
No.
Pawnee Hospital was overrun with raccoons at the time. So we
Raccoons.
Sorry. Did you expect me to give birth to you in an infested disease?
Honestly, she probably did, yeah.
So you were technically born in Eagleton. Who cares?
I care. I'm the liar. I'm worse than a liar. I'm an...
In Eagleton? Eagletonian? What they call
Eagletonian.
them? Yeah.
I had this really weird patient.
Weird how?
Probably shouldn't talk about it. It's one of the grossest things I've ever seen.
Talk.
Well,
This is made up, isn't it?
Is there a
What
lot
kind
of
of
blood?
blade do you use?
buckets of blood. He passed out over his arm. Everyone in the universe loves a gross medical story. Boom! I win!
Can't say I am one of those people in the universe.
This story is awesome.
Indeed. Thank you for sharing, Jenny.
Oh, that's rough.
A little chummy.
Oh.
When people get too chummy with me, I like to call them by the wrong name to let them know I don't really care about them.
That's a genius move, Lester.
I love that too, Sam.
Wonder who else was born in Eagleton. Voldemort, probably.
I think so, actually.
Leslie, where you're born is a piece of trivia. Where you're from, that's what makes you who you are. And you are from Pawnee. So I say tell them the truth and trust that they're going to respect you for it.
I don't trust that they'll respect you for it, but I do think that you should tell the truth. But the constituents are not well in this area, so I just don't think that they're gonna let it go.
I'd like to apologize to those that I've misled. I thought I was telling the truth, but...
Author liar.
Well, that is worse than I ever could have hoped for.
Jim and I have gone to school together since we were like 3 years old. Do you remember when you peed your pants in 2nd grade?
Why did you bring that up? I said yes.
Everybody called you the gerbil because you always smelled like soiled wood chips.
Leslie, for God's sake.
I mean, you were in 2nd grade, you know? If you were in, like, high school, that would be embarrassing. But 2nd grade,
And that's why I'm running for city council. And yes, every town claims its diners' waffles are the best in the world. But somewhere, in some town, there really are the best waffles in the world. Why can't it be here? Joan put us in her book club.
everything. I've been all over the state. Indianapolis, Bloomington, Lafayette, Muncie. And I interviewed all the people. So far, there is not one incorrect fact. So now I'm going to head to the house.
Jerry.
And Gail, wish my daughter a happy belated birthday. It was yesterday. And hit all the towns in the southeast. But is there any...
Honestly, I propose you don't tell him.
Nope.
Yeah, he's into
You're doing
deep.
great. Godspeed.
What I can.
Yep. You just seem so happy.
I didn't say anything.
I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not going to get the closure I so deeply crave from Ben and Leslie and their past relationship. I think that they're being really professional and responsible and mature about the entire thing. And it is kind of nice to see adults be adults, you know? Like, they're kind of putting their own personal aside for what they perceive to be the greater good, which is Leslie advancing in her political career. And also them both just not getting fired, since their relationship was considered scandalous in and of itself before she started running for city councilman. Is that what she's running for? So I do like that they are being mature about it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have unresolved feelings about the situation that I just want them to talk about it, and we haven't gotten that yet. But we did just get, like, there was a really slight moment in the end of that episode there where when Leslie was talking about the waffles and like, why can't the best waffles be in Pawnee? We had a moment there where Ben was looking at her, and it was sort of, I don't know, it was just a sweet, loving look. It was kind of one of those blink and you miss it moments, but I have to imagine that it was very intentional. I feel like they are still trying to keep their relationship maybe not top of mind, but something that is still that you're still curious about and something that you still are interested in seeing play out. So I'm excited to continue going further and further into this plot of Leslie's burgeoning political career. Burgeoning, maybe that's not quite the right word since she's already in politics, but you know what I mean. Her broadening political career, I guess. But yeah, guys, let's just head straight into the next episode.
Wilderness weekend is upon us. Me and Mother Nature.
And I am Mother Nature's brother. Brother
So you're
Nature.
an uncle.
Thank you, Andy.
Brother Nature.
For the last 3 years, I have served as troop leader of the Pawnee Rangers. This is our handbook.
Okay.
I wrote the whole thing myself.
Looks like it.
Emily, you get the badge for most community service. To Casey, the best penguin blog badge, flyest hairstyle. And Anne gets the badge for second flyest hairstyle.
Aw, love it.
Wasn't competing for that.
I'll say. 5 years ago. But their executive council said what obnoxious jerks always say. No, this is males only. Go start your own club. So I did. We're called the Pawnee Goddesses, and we're freaking awesome.
I have no problem with strong women, Leslie.
Who's Leslie? My name is Annabelle Vandergraff, and y'all...
However, the Pawnee Rangers were founded because some boys want to go out into nature and learn traditional survival skills without being distracted by girls.
Well, my awesome goddesses don't want to be distracted by losers.
I feel like they're about to go out on the same weekend, and they're just gonna run into each other anyway. I feel like that's where this episode's headed.
Give it up. Whose club is better? Mine. Say it. You know it. Say it.
On principle, I never say anything that another person is obviously trying to get me to say. My first wedding ceremony took 2 hours because after the priest said, "Repeat after me," I fell silent.
That is such a wrong thing to do. Oh, man. That'd actually be so annoying, because if you're taking 2 extra hours to get through the ceremony, that cuts into cocktail hour, which cuts into then dinner and speeches, which cuts into dancing. That's grounds for divorce, if you ask me.
Yeah, we kind of do our paperwork at our own speed.
Oh, really? Well, I kind of need you to do it at my speed.
Fine, I'll do them. What is wrong with you today? Did they cancel Game of Thrones?
Nothing is. And they would never cancel Game of Thrones. It's a crossover hit.
Oh, Ben. Game of Thrones did never get canceled, it's true, but, you know, maybe it should have.
But now, I'm not sure what's keeping me here. Although, I am just 2 sandwiches away from a free meatball sub.
Yeah, you can't leave until you get that sub.
This is expired.
Oh, that is so disappointing. That is so sad.
That is a canvas sheet. The most versatile object known to man. It can be used to make tents, backpacks, shoes, stretchers, sails, and I suppose in the most dire of circumstances, it can be a surface on which to make art. The second gift is the box itself. You have 10...
This actually sounds like my nightmare.
Goddess cabin has never
This, if I
looked
was a
better.
little girl,
This year's cabin
looks a lot of fun.
I made a Gertrude Stein.
I really wouldn't want to follow that. Anne?
I was making some cornhusk dolls, but kind of turned out wrong, so they look like monsters.
Aww. Well,
I'm just gonna
I appreciate
put
the
that
effort.
over there
Aww.
in the fire.
No.
Well, Anne's keeping us warm, and that's important. April.
I drew something on my arm.
Let's see it.
It's a pioneer girl watching her grandmother get trampled by buffalo.
Whoa!
Stunning art.
This right here is all the blood coming out of her face.
Here to announce that Tom Haverford is in the building.
Tom, you are just bleeding money. How many more episodes? How many did I give it at the start of this video? I can't remember.
Once a year, Donna and I spend a day treating ourselves. What do we treat ourselves to?
Tom,
Clothes.
let's be real. You treat yourself every friggin' day.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
Fine leather goods.
Treat yourself.
I got a question. What do you think about inviting Ben to come along with us today?
Why no?
He really seems like he could use a day off.
My Nubian princess, this is our holy day. It's a one day a year.
Guy in the background just jamming.
Cupcakes.
Those are all for me, Jerry.
This is the best Korean food I've ever had. I would say it's almost as good as lukewarm beans from a can. Right, Ron?
I'm trying to teach my boys about rationing food.
Goddesses, let's go over our schedule for this afternoon. We have hiking and then capture the
I love
flag.
how they're called goddesses.
Right, set to Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. And then we have lasso training and a
These
s'mores
boys are about to defect into this camp, aren't they? I would.
We have one activity planned. Not getting killed.
I'm gonna go have lunch with my daughter. You know, Chris, if you wanted, you know, you should join us for lunch.
I would love to, Jerry, but I'm afraid that I am busy. I've got to run. Okay.
Yeah, Ben looks like he's going through it.
Is he eating soup on a bench alone?
He is. You gotta invite him. You gotta.
No arguing. And no soup on the bench. Get in.
What kind of soup was that? I need to know how outraged I should be.
Okay, now it's time for awards. Lulu gets the golden pillow. And the
Of course she
silver
does.
pillow goes to Janie.
Duh.
Yes? What is it?
I don't like the Rangers anymore. I want to become a Pawnee goddess.
You were defecting?
I like you, Mr. Swanson. It's just all we do is sit in silence and eat beans.
Those beans were a reward.
A reward for what?
For girls only. Maybe you should start your own club for boys.
Get back to your canvas box. We'll discuss this no further.
I'm sorry, Darren.
Let's go.
Aw, poor boy. I feel sorry for him.
Listen to me, Bento Box. The point of this is to pamper yourself. Just relax, man.
I can't. Something about the sound of harps that makes me nervous. Oh my God!
Hi, Donna.
Hey, needles in your face, pleasure in your base.
He looks horrified.
Hey, Chris, I would like you to meet my daughter, Millicent.
Wow.
Anyway, we were gonna go to lunch, so.
I retroactively accept your original offer. Let's go.
Ms. Nope, wasn't Darren just asking for the same equality that you and the goddesses wanted 5 years ago?
In a sense, but...
The The very same thing that the Ranger Council said to you? Stick to your own kind?
Who wants homemade peanut brittle?
Miss Perkins, please, we're in the middle of a debate.
Oh my god, Anne. She's just taking L after L after L.
Forum. You always say that there's no better solution for a hot button issue than a good old-fashioned public
These
forum.
do sound like your girls, Leslie.
What was that?
I've created a mob of little Leslie Nope monsters. I'm so proud.
This is the most stressed out.
I don't know if I could ever do acupuncture, because I get that it's apparently not painful, but it's too unsettling for me. I just don't know if I would be able to relax. I don't know. Has anyone who's watching this done it?
Biking for charity is literally one of my interests on Facebook.
Oh my god, Chris.
We are having a moment.
Our topic today, should the amazing goddesses take pity on the once powerful Pawnee Rangers and let them into our clearly superior organization?
This forum, like all public forums, is a waste of time. Thank you.
Powerful stuff. Okay, let's open up.
Alright, I feel like they all should defect.
Separate but equal is never really equal. We should let the boys in.
Interesting. Casey?
I disagree. I think there's a benefit to educating the gender separately.
I see where you're coming from. Let's hear from,
Oh, these girls are so cute.
It's cold and dirty out here. And you guys have candy. I want the candy.
But the most compelling point is from Darren about
Yeah,
the candy.
he made a good point.
We have amazing candy in there.
I really want this dress, and I like this crystal beetle, but it's expensive.
Crystal beetle?
Treat yourself. Velvet slippies. I'm a cashmere velvet candy cane.
Treat yourself.
I had an amazing lunch. I've already passed the kale salad I had. But even better, your daughter was delightful company. Now,
You would like to date my daughter.
yes, but you are her father, and that is a sacred thing. I would like to spend the next 2 to 4 days with you so you can get to know me better,
Oh,
to find out if I'm the
goodness.
kind of person who's good enough. Then you can come with us on our first 3 to 6 days.
Chris, I appreciate the gesture. Very nice. But Billy, she's a grown woman.
Are they actually gonna date? That would be interesting.
Nothing beats hard work and determination.
Pawnee goddesses, I've got the puppies you ordered. Oh, the puppies for the puppy party
Oh,
that we're
my
having in our
goodness.
cabin? Those puppies?
I mean, yeah, Ron, you really can't compete.
Did you buy anything for yourself today?
Yeah, I got this pack of socks.
Plain white socks? That's
Yeah.
not a treat. Donna, get me away from him.
Maybe this is our version of Treat Yourself Day, and he needs to do his version.
Oh my God.
Donna's smile.
You're right. This is ridiculous. What am I doing?
Wait, no. I mean that in a good way, Ben. Listen to me. You're part of the Treat Yourself team now, okay? If that costume somehow makes you happy, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna treat myself.
What are you gonna do with this costume after today, though? I mean, look, if
I
you want
really
it, you
needed
want
this.
it. Aw, Ben.
I gotta treat myself.
Uh-oh, Batman's crying.
Aw.
Queen of all that I survey.
Queen of all that I survey.
Enemies of fairness and equality, hear my womanly roar.
Enemies?
Yeah! A puppy party!
Oh, this is just gonna be Rania, just out there by his lonesome.
Look, I didn't mean for this to happen. I have a lot of respect for the Pawnee Rangers. Even if they were jerks 5 years ago. You're a good troop leader.
Not for these times, I'm not. But these kids, I don't understand them. They certainly don't understand me. And it's okay. People change. Their interests change. When did kids get so interested in fun? I'm gonna turn in.
Aw, Ron, you should join us.
Your group is better.
I was seeing a woman
Aw.
for a while, and then
Do we
Stop
miss
seeing.
in his Batman suit? Great decision.
You're a catch, Wyatt. You're gonna be okay. There's chicken heads everywhere, Ben. Chicken heads all around this mall. You're gonna find.
I'm loving the friendships that are emerging and developing in this show.
Incredible. Ron, come on! We need you to help us have fun!
First annual Leslie No Remote Control Speedboat Race! See you Monday.
As I said earlier, I want to keep everything above board in regards to my relationship with your daughter. And
What
as
do
you
you have to
know,
tell him?
Millicent and I went out last night. And
Okay.
it went terrific.
Okay.
And, full disclosure, she did spend the night at my house.
No.
Have a
he
great day,
doesn't
Jerry.
No. Chris, be normal for once. My God.
That was last week.
Dad says today.
Dad.
Are you tough as nails? Would you rather sleep on a bed of pine needles than a mattress?
An ad out for him. That's so nice.
If so, you might just have what it takes to be a Swanson.
Aww.
Boys and girls, welcome.
Swansons, are you prepared for whatever lies ahead?
Yes, sir.
Do any of you have any dietary restrictions? Correct, you do not. First outing is right now. This will be no fun at all.
The internet's not working.
Ben!
We need your help.
Guys, I've told you how to.
Oh my God. You're never getting him out of this costume.
Okay, it's working.
Aw, that was a really cute episode. I love that in the end, Leslie put out an ad to hook Ron up with children who were into his exact brand of fun. Because, yeah, no, there would definitely be people who would be interested in, like, what Ron was offering. I just think that, like, most kids would prefer something along the lines of what Leslie was offering. At least I definitely would if I was a child in this situation. Ron's side of the things, it seemed like my personal nightmare. It seemed like the thing that I would least like to happen, but you know, for other kids, it's definitely up there for what I think some other kids would find really enjoyable. Yeah. Overall, just a very, very cute episode. I think that all of the storylines were really cute. I like that we got, you know, a moment of breakthrough with Ben, because as I was saying in the previous episodes, like, I was feeling like there was a distinct lack of closure with the Leslie-Ben relationship coming to an end. Like, they sort of ended it, and yeah, while I again appreciate that they are being really mature about the entire thing, I like to see that they're, you know, like, the feelings are still there. They're just keeping it under wraps because they're trying to be really professional about the entire thing. I honestly would love also to see how Leslie is handling it. Like, if it is something that she has just been able to move past, or whether she is also struggling with it, because we really don't know. I mean, Leslie's doing, from what we can tell this season, she's been doing fantastically, you know? So perhaps the end of that relationship isn't really hitting her in a significant way, but maybe it is, and she's just also very good at, like, pushing forward, you know? She is doing something right now that she has always wanted to do, and so I feel like that might be enough of a motivation for her to keep, or to, like, for her to just keep her shit together. Yeah, guys, that was a really, really fun episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these episodes with me today. As always, I hope you guys have a fantastic upcoming week, and if not fantastic, because, you know, times are a little bit hard, I hope that it is at least okay, and if it's not okay, then I hope that things get better. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching these episodes with me today, and I will catch you guys next week with more Parks and Recreation, and I hope you guys take care until then. Bye!